Elves, our newest capper from our Become a Capper contest. Super excited. This guy is, I tell you, Joe, sometimes I meet people like when I met you and you just know it, right? I just know it. And it's like, I knew that you had done stuff before, just like he does stuff. And I knew it. And I just knew that what you were doing, it's kind of like you just got to circle it in, focus, and we're still working on it, right? But it's like you could see it happening, right? It's like
absolutely.
Abso-frickin-lutely.
Abso-frickin-lutely. I have to start adding that frickin-lutely back in there.
Yeah, I like the frickin-lutely.
Abso-frickin-lutely, Mitch. Let's do it. I'm excited for him to come on as part of the team. It's going to be fantastic.
I missed the halftime here on the Houston-San Francisco game. Trey Lance, just a miserable watch here. I mean, this is just I gave out the the Niners initially, and then when Trey Lance was named the starter, if you watched the live show this morning, we took the Texans on the money line. I also have the Cardinals here on the money line. Dallas touchdown, Michael Gallup. Cardinals up 10-0, but our betting tools said that the Cardinals have covered as underdogs 5 times in a row and have won outright as underdogs 5 times in a row. So I just bet those for the heck of it. Let's look at these second half lines. I also want to look at that Penn State game. Hopefully a lot of you guys jumped on that. I kind of beat it into the ground, I know, on the morning show. I do that sometimes.
That's okay. It's a good thing when you do because people then listen. Okay.
Let's see what we got. So what happened? Antonio Brown ran off the field in the middle of the game?
Yeah, and apparently he's booted now, right?
Oh, we'll
see. Are those rumors true?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Was he just let go on the field? That would have.
He threw his jersey into the crowd. I guess is what happened. Anyways.
Okay. We've got the Chargers and the Broncos at the half right now. Chargers up 17-3 on that one. My invested interest going into this was the over, and I believe it was 45 on this to start. So we got 20 points on the board there right now. Denver just struggling to score, finally getting that field goal at the end.
Penn State up 51-46 in the second half with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. We're getting 4 points if you took the points, or if you watched the morning show. We also took them on the money line there. I don't understand how Indiana was favored in that game.
No, right? One of those situations again. It looked easy.
My wife says I can't let anything go, and it's like you can see it. I'm a repeater.
No, I don't believe it.
I become a repeater.
That's okay.
But, Penn State doing the job here. But let's take a look at these lines.
I'm seeing a line of 2.5 on the Chargers-Denver game. Chargers being the favorite in that one.
Yeah, it's the only one that I'm seeing here. Yeah, I see 2.5. I see Denver plus 2.5. I'm not really watching this game. What's happening in this one?
Justin Herbert's having a fantastic day. Tied Phillip Rivers touchdowns for the season at 34. I think the Chargers come out and continue what they're doing in this first half. They've really been limiting Denver's ability to convert on those third downs and everything. I think this is just one of those games. Chargers are going to run away with it.
Seahawks just smoking the Lions here, too.
Well, thankfully, we're going to get the Seahawks having a nice win on the day, something they're not used to this season.
Do you have a premium pick on that, or you're?
No, I don't.
Well, Clappy, no. This could be, they say, the last game that Clappy, last home game for Clappy and Russell Wilson.
Oh, wow. It's got to be hard as a coach, knowing that you're 1 foot out the door already.
Yeah. I tell you, the toughest thing is trying to watch Trey Lance play professional football.
No, it's actually not. Not when we put some money line on the Texans this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, I have the right? I have the Texans plus 13.5. It went to 14. And we have them on the money line as well. We got plus 550 or something.
You talked me into that on the show. I dropped some money on it, so I'm excited for that game. 7-3 right now.
So far, so good. 3rd and 4 here with Texans, the Niners with the ball 3rd and 4. Trey Lance has not really converted too many of these. He's mostly thrown the ball into the dirt on these plays. And here's the scramble. Yeah, that same play. That might work in high school. It does not work in the NFL. The QB draw play, like, kind of where the quarterback becomes a running back. It might work if your name is Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson. It does not work for Trey Lance. He doesn't have that extra burst. Like a Deshaun Watson has or Kyler Murray. He just doesn't have it. So it's 4th and 1 from inside their own territory. Wow, it's a long one. 4th and 1, and the Niners are going for it. At least they're lined up to go for it. We'll see if they're going to try and drop. No, they run a play, and Trey Lance, kind of a run-pass option. The ball is dropped, and it's Texans' ball at the 40-yard line of the 49ers. Wow.
I was just
holy
crazy.
Smokes.
Why did they do that? I don't even know why they'd even make that play. He's thrown 1 interception today. I was just trying to look at his stats, what he's done. 13 attempts today for 10 completions, 105 yards.
PickDawgz Betting Tools gave out Arizona Cardinals first quarter and first half money line. Both those ready to hit here against the Dallas Cowboys as well. Shane Mickle. Never thought about Watson for the Vikings, but after our chat this morning, I'm all over it. No, I think it makes perfect sense. I mean, here's your answer. Because they're ready to win now, right? They don't have time to develop a quarterback that might not ever develop. There's not a quarterback in this draft that can just come in and change things. There just isn't. But there is Deshaun Watson and his 84 suitcases worth of baggage. Well, 25, right? 25 suitcases full of baggage. Anyways, you gonna stick with the Chargers here? You think they just pile
I'm
it
gonna
on?
stick with the Chargers late, that 2.5 points. I was only on the over for this one going into the game. What I've seen out of this first half, the Chargers are completely dominating, and I don't see the Broncos being able to come back in this one, even to get the cover of that 2.5 points in the second half. I don't see it. This is a divisional rival game. The Chargers are out to win this in dominating fashion today. They got Eckler back, they got Joey Bosa back, and they're playing like they are the team I know that they should play like every time.
The Cardinals kind of driving down the field here in the last minute of the second quarter, looking to add some more points onto their lead here, as we saw in there, the betting tools giving that out. But so far, just the one game. The rest of then we have 3 games that will be going to the half. That's the Saints Panthers. 2 seconds left to go in the half. We have so I only had one college basketball play today. I had a few other games that I liked. I liked Indiana State. I gave it out on my 7 picks in 5 minutes though, and they won outright as a dog. And so this morning I gave out the Cardinals are in the 7 and 5. Cardinals, the Lions don't look so good, but the Ravens covered. The Hornets and the Magic, I don't know. I haven't really looked at the NBA today.
The Hornets and the Magic? I'll have a look.
2 other teams that we gave out. Let's see. Maybe those games are probably tonight. They are. I gave out the Raptors as free pick on the video, smashing the Knicks. The Knicks are
nice.
Terrible. Trey Lance, terrible.
What about that great game between the Bengals and the Chiefs?
Game
Mitch?
of the year.
Wow.
Game
Was
of
it
the year.
ever? Yeah.
And as we predicted, Jamar Chase, rookie receiving record for yards in a game. We saw that coming all the way. We called that, right? It was like,
absolutely.
They had no answer, none whatsoever. And he kind of, I think if they play again in the playoffs, and especially if it's in Kansas City, we're probably going to see a little bit of a different environment there because Jamar Chase kind of did a few in your faces to the Chiefs. When he had the ball, it was like he made the amazing catch. He's like, doing this stuff, showing everybody in the crowd, I caught it, while he's running down the sideline, they're tackling him. He's holding the ball up. I got it,
Yeah. I like that. It was good to see. And we had the Bears and the Giants game stay under that total. That was a crazy one going into that second half because it looked like it could have pushed over. Because I think they were at 25 points going into the second half. Only 7 points were scored in so it would have been 23. Or sorry, 22 going into the second half. Only 7 points were scored in the end there, and we got the cover on the Bears, -2.5 for that second half. So not the prettiest of games, that one.
No,
Still
not
made
at all.
us money.
Not at all. I gave out the Bears on the premium show.
Yep.
Penn State holding on here. 5 minutes left to go in the game. 54-52, Nittany Lions. We are getting 4 points, but we also have them on the money line. Got really lucky with that Colts.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I avoided that thing.
I am so happy I did too. That was quite the game, though. That was a really good one. I couldn't believe that one came down to the wire as well.
Well, the Raiders really step it up against in those type of games. We saw it on Thanksgiving Day, and now we saw it again. I said, that was my call on the game, was that the Colts are very, very similar to the Cowboys. Yeah. I thought they're very similar teams, and the Raiders, they'd find a way against them. It's against, the Jets that they don't, or the Giants.
Yeah,
that they don't find.
I know. Yeah, they let things go. But Josh Jacobs came through with a really good day, I thought, what we saw out of him. So I know he's had a couple of harder games with injuries and stuff. So he only got the one touchdown there, but he made a huge impact on that field today. Definitely wish he was a Charger.
I think Jamar Chase is the offensive rookie of the year. I do believe that he is, and I believed it coming into this week. He has clearly been the best player. I think Mac Jones, the Patriots making it to the playoffs will certainly make it a tighter race. But Jamar Chase is, one of it's the best rookie receiver I've ever seen. It's like next to Randy Moss. It's the most unbelievable thing. I mean, he's beating the good teams.
Oh, for sure he is. He's fantastic.
I don't just throw these out, either. Accolades. You guys know that. I'm normally the other side, but this is something a little different. I thought Jefferson last year, had that type of talent, but he didn't have the kind of season that we're seeing here from Chase. He had a monster year, but not like this. This is something where this guy, every single time he catches the ball, he is a threat to go all the way. It is chunk play every single reception. It is unbelievable. Never seen it.
So we have the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints going to the half here, Mitch. This is a 10-9 game. Panthers on top, leading this game by 1 point. So this is one I haven't watched too much of, but it's definitely a tight game there.
So for some of you out there, Joe Madden, pro Sam Darnold, anti-Zach Wilson, and Andy Dalton. So she's big on Darnold, anti-Zach Wilson, anti-Andy Dalton. I'm anti-Trey Lance. I'm anti-Trey Lance.
Yeah, and you know what? Don't get me wrong. I think Zach Wilson will be good in the future. I think he's too green right now.
Okay.
So, and that's because of his mother. I think she's mothered him too much.
Saints -4 for the second half. They haven't scored a touchdown in 3 weeks. So it's now been 10 quarters since the Saints have hit the end zone. And I'm not looking. It might even be 11 or 12. I just know the last 2 games plus the first half of this game, they have not scored a touchdown. They had the 9-0 win over the Bucks. They had the loss to the Dolphins where they scored 3 points. And now this half, they've scored 9 points again, which is 3 times the amount of points they scored last week.
Oh, man, this is an interesting game. I was hoping Sam Darnold would have got a touchdown in that first half. Hopefully he gets this one in the second. Where are you going with this, Mitch? What have you seen on the field for this one that is standing out to you? Because I haven't watched enough of this one.
I think for me in this one, I like the Saints minus the points. I had the Saints at the beginning of the game, just basically ride it, type deal. It's not one that I'm rushing to the window to bet or anything like that, but I just figure I'm getting even money laying 4 points. I don't know. They like I said, it's been a long time since they've scored a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay, so what else can we look at in this game? Over 1.5 touchdowns minus 210. That's disgusting juice on that. Panthers total 7.5. Saints is 11.5. It's a total 19.5. Are we going to see 19.5 points? Going to see 20 points in the second half?
Of the Saints, Carolina?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
I don't think so. So the under 19.5, you're not paying much juice on that. I got that at minus 118.
Cardinals 13-7 at the half, kick a field goal as we go to the half in that game. The only game we're waiting to go to the half, Seattle 31, Detroit 7. Now, here's the thing about the Lions. We've seen them be very good in the second half. We do a lot of these shows, and the Detroit Lions are a really good second half team.
They are. I love that they only have 7 points going into this half. Definitely means the line is going to be in our favor taking them, I think.
I think so. Chargers with a nice chunk play here. Just seems that Denver is just lifeless out there. I think they're missing a bunch of guys with COVID.
They are, and they've got Drew Lock in at quarterback. So
he's not bad.
He's not fantastic. He's kind of lifeless out there today.
He's another quarterback I would take over Trey Lance.
I think that's like 99.9% of the quarterbacks in the league, including college.
He's awful. He is awful. They are in the red zone here. 3rd and 4 for the 49ers. Trey Lance trying to see if he can. I predict a turnover here. I mean, because this is where Lance generally gives the ball right to the other team. He's very good at planting the ball. They're on about the 15-yard line. I talked this morning about this scenario. This is where he generally plants the ball into the opposing cornerback's chest.
Yeah.
He's back to pass, so good news for the Texans. He does a jump pass. He throws just a very, very short pass. Doesn't throw it into the end zone, so they do get the first down. So the Texans should have some more cracks at maybe picking off a Lance pass in the end zone, something that he specializes in.
Okay, we have the Cardinals and the Cowboys at the half, Mitch.
Let's take a look at these lines and see what we got.
The Cardinals are up 13-7 over the Cowboys going into this half, you guys.
I have a money line in the game as per from our betting tools, who gave out the first quarter and first half for the on the Cardinals. They like the Cardinals first half, first quarter, as well as Cardinals with the points for the game and money line for the game. The betting tools gave those out, so these bets would already be paid for by the betting tools if you used them. Touchdown 49ers. So they take the lead here over the Texans.
Shocked by that.
It happens.
It does. I'm not stressed.
No, not at all. So we've got the Saints have now gone to 3.5 from the 4. The Cowboys are -4 against the Cardinals. I'm sticking with the Cardinals here. I'm going to take a money line at plus 195 here for the second half. They've dominated this game.
Yeah.
I'm going
to ride with you there.
I'm taking Lions on the money line as well. I'm also going to take them +2 against the Seahawks. I'm also going to take the Cardinals plus the points. So I'm going to do plus points and money line on both of those dogs. I'm just going to go $250 a piece. So that's, I guess that's $1,000. I guess that's $1,000.
The books are expecting a lot of points in this Cardinals Cowboys second half. Over 3.5 touchdowns plus 132. They're not even giving you a chance at 2.5 touchdowns there. So I'm not touching it, but books are expecting a higher total for sure. I'm going to take the Cardinals on that money line. I definitely think what you're saying, they're just going to completely come out here and dominate the second half. What were they giving you on the Lions for the spread for the second half, Mitch? I'm just pulling it up.
+2. So it did not take my Cardinals plus the point second half. I'm going to have to go back and try and rebet this. I've got everything else. I got the Cardinals money line, Lions money line, Lions plus the points. Did not get my Cardinals plus the points. The points on the Cardinals have now gone plus 3.5 at minus 120. And the money line now at just plus 185, down from plus 195. Someone's watching.
When I hit it was plus 188.
Someone's watching the show.
Yeah, they are. I'm going to hit the Lions. I agree with you. I'm going to hit them on the money line. I'm getting them at plus 128 there. Might as well. I'd rather do that than take them just plus the 2.5. You know, get that extra juice there.
Why not?
Why not? Right? It's only the Lions.
Detroit freaking Lions. Well,
Detroit Lions.
It's go time here for Penn State. Indiana just hit a 3 with Penn State up 57-53. We got 1:06 left in this game. If you took the plus 4, which we felt was just a gift, it didn't even make any sense that they were plus 4 for this game. 57-56 Penn State with 1:06 left to go. This was my big pick for the morning show. Everyone else was talking football. I don't know. It's like, I don't know why Al McMorty asked me that question. I think he knew it would get me going.
Yeah,
I hit the first 3.
So.
He's like, well, what game was it that you were gonna? It's like, I really like Penn State. He's like, I like Penn State too. We're both looking at each other like, man, we should have bet that.
Yeah, and then I love it.
And then I asked every guest that came on.
Yeah, you did. And then you hit it right there on the show.
I did have Michigan State was the only college basketball pick I had today as a premium, and they were easy winners over Northwestern in that game.
Nice.
I think a lot of the sharp money jumped on Northwestern, but that was a calendar bet for me. And what a calendar bet is, I look at the game from last year, and and I remember all the dancing and everything that Northwestern did when they beat Michigan State. And I think Michigan State was like, we're not going to let them do that to us again. So I put it on my calendar when they're going to play again. I remind myself, takes all the handicapping guesswork out of it.
I like it.
It's 59-58 here. 30 seconds left to go. Indiana has the ball. This is not good. I think we're good on our point spread, but oh boy. 59-58, 21 seconds left to go in the game. We're in a timeout. Oof.
Oh, I hate those timeouts at the end of basketball.
Like, why did I do money line?
Feels like you're
instead. I did both, but it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I like sticking my neck out there.
So do I.
I think this is like, the discussion I have with, I was talking to Mills about this, and I talk to Brian about this all the time, that I think I'd way rather stick my neck out on a game like this that on NFL Sunday might be slipping under the radar to a lot of people than, talking people off a bet that they were on and then losing, which is the worst,
Yeah.
It's like the Saints picks. I like the Saints. Joe was on the Panthers for this game.
Yeah, and the under. So I like the under in the second half for it.
I like the Cardinals with the points and the money line, and I like the Lions with the points and the money line for the second half. And I'm on Penn State here. Got 21 seconds left to go.
There we go. Yeah, these games are going great today. I'm really enjoying them. So my Chargers get a nice win. They're second and goal right now.
Oh.
And that's only from looking at what my book says. I kept all my internet, like everything off so that this show wouldn't lag as much.
They're on their feet in Happy Valley. Well, let's see what happens. 21 seconds left to go. And Indiana inbounding at their own end. And the pass is in. The drive to the hoop. He misses. Rebound. Tapped. Penn State basketball. Yes. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Penn State ball. 15 seconds left to go. Looks like we might have an injury here in this game, so this could go even longer. But that was good news. Now we're going to have to hit these free throws on the other side. Anything going on here in the NFL? I sat in the studio. I only have one TV, so I had to flip it.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I don't have my TVs on
Chargers
just
are
because I didn't want to drag
lining
this.
up for something here. I don't know.
Yeah, 4th and goal. It
field
says
goal.
Field goal.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. Just get points on that board.
The Saints have 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Taysom Hill in the shotgun. Back to pass. He throws. Completes out over the 40. Depends on the spot here. It's going to be just short of a first down, so it's going to be second and just a couple inches. We cut back over to Penn State, Indiana.
Yeah, don't change off that. You don't want to miss the last 21 seconds of that game.
Well, I think a lot of people that watched our live show this morning went to this game. You know, I think I put a lot of people on it, so. It's funny because Jovan had a premium. And I don't know who he had. I don't know who he had, and you know I couldn't get him to open his mouth about it. I tried to.
He's got a great poker face. If you asked me, it would blurt out.
I had no idea.
You're like, I have a premium on blah blah blah.
I have no idea who he had.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess he had Penn State. I don't know, but
I think he's with you.
I think he is too.
Yeah.
He generally picks up on those little things that I do. The same thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what he had. Oh, he's got Indiana. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. That happens.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I have to say, Mitch, my grandmother watched that part of our show where we wished her a happy birthday, so she liked that.
There we go.
I love it.
Grandma cheers.
Absolutely. Yeah, Raiders-Chargers next week. That is definitely going to be a good game. Looking forward to that already.
Oh, on Sunday, yeah. Next, so the Dolphins are eliminated from the playoffs after that loss to the Titans. You know, there was some horrible officiating in there, and the Dolphins just lost their cool. They just like, forget it. We're not even going to play anymore. And a close game became a rout because they were just screaming at the refs the whole time. They weren't even playing. They were just yelling at the referees. I think the Titans were the better team today, but I think the officiating was absolutely horrible. The non-calls on the pass interference on the Dolphins side were difference makers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some terrible calls. I saw that too. I was on the Titans and I was even seeing those terrible calls, so not good to see. I feel bad for Miami, not in the playoff race now.
Anyways. So Michael's saying we got him on Penn State. That's good. Hopefully a lot of people jumped on board with us on this one.
Yeah.
To me, Indy. Oh, so we don't have enough. We're not in the bonus here, so we've got to inbound the ball. Penn State, Indiana doing a nice job at preventing it, and they do get the foul. Let's see. Now we are in the bonus, so it's going to be 1-1 for Penn State from the line, up 59-58, 13.9 seconds remaining in the half. In the game.
Yep.
Got
13.9 seconds. Wow.
Yep.
I got my toes crossed for you, Mitch. Fingers, toes crossed.
That's just one of those ones that, I didn't give it out as a premium, but at least I gave it as Sam Sessions at the line, 0 of 2 from the line today. He's got 8 points, 75% on the season free throw shooter. So if he's 0 for 2, then, if he hits these two, that makes him 50% for the game. So chances are he's going to hit these. Sammy.
You got it?
First one.
Okay.
60-58. Now, chance to make it 3. This will save us. This will make it so it's at least overtime. At the worst, if we don't get just the outright win in regulation.
Yeah.
If he can make it. If he misses, well,
make it.
He makes it. So, 61-58, 12 seconds left to go. Indiana has the ball. They kick it back out beyond the three-point line. They throw up the shot off the back of the rim, kick it back, get the rebound, kick it back out, and off the back again. The buzzer sounds. Penn State 61, Indiana 58.
Hell yeah, Mitch. I'm so glad you took that live on the show today.
It's so obvious.
So obvious that it like worried you a little bit, right?
Well, the thing is, I mean, we're taking a 4-point underdog to win outright, in a game where, Indiana seems like the logical choice, except so Michael's way ahead. But so what? It all pays the same. I was way ahead this morning, giving you Penn State. So thank me later.
Yeah, great call on that, Mitch. There is certain games where you look at them and you're like, why? Why is this one favored? And I'm so glad
I'll send
got that one.
I'll send Al the text.
Yeah. He's sitting there looking at it. He's probably writing you one. That was awesome.
I just sent him.
I love seeing those dogs win outright. Love it.
Yep, Penn State. Well, anyways, looks like all of our games are back in action. So we will see you guys in just a few hours. Last 2 days were rough. I don't think so. I was 3-1 yesterday, and today I'm 2-2. And I gave out this one for free. I hit the Bears on the premium show, and I got a pick in tonight's game. I gave out a total on the free pick video. So I have my side is my premium play for tonight's game. So not rough, not really. I don't think 3-1 is a rough day, and 2-2 and 3-1.
No,
so.
You definitely didn't have a rough day. I had a positive day Friday. I went 2-3. I did have a negative day yesterday, but starting off the day 2-2, and these halftime bets are definitely
we cashed good on halftime on the early ones. So
yeah, we did. The only game that we didn't was the Rams, right? We took the Ravens on the money line for that second half.
Kyle says that was a hell of a pick, if we're being honest.
Oh, it was a freaking awesome pick, for sure.
So obvious. I think I think those are the ones that kind of make me, this is what I do, And I think I'm hoping that the message to people when I give those out in the morning, not after the game is over or whatever, when I give those out, and I'm pretty, excited about it, and stuff like that people understand this is why I do what I do, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's, I don't know.
Oh, and I'm glad Pierre in the comments got that Vegas first period win as well. I believe they're up 2-0 in that first period. So we know Vegas loves to do that. So if you're not on the premium and VIP show, that was given away this morning as well.
LJ is complaining that they had rough days. Complained they have rough days, but obviously didn't buy premium picks or is a member of our premium or VIP shows because we're handing out winners at pennies on the dollar. So anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. It's tough to feel sorry for people that won't help themselves. Anyways, went on over a half hour this halftime.
Wow. I know you like spending time with me on a Sunday, Mitch. Go back, enjoy those games, and thanks everyone else for spending time with us too.
Thanks everyone. We'll see you guys in a few hours.
Bye, guys.
Can you recap the second half picks? Absolutely not. Are you a supporter level or higher on our thing? It's $3 a month, and it's like you want to start barking out requests. $3
and all
a
the
month.
Games are in place, so you can't bet them now.
Yeah, you can't bet them anyway. Can you recap them? Have a nice day, everyone. Aloha. We'll see you in a few hours.